What's happening YouTube? It's Simon 466 Cards, and today we're going to talk about why I use alt every single week, and maybe you might want to too after watching this video. This is not sponsored by alt in any way, shape, or form, just to be clear. And if you had seen a couple of my other videos in the past about alt, you will know that I was not their biggest fan over the last year. And so it's very unlikely they will ever become a sponsor of the channel, but I just want to get that out there, and I will link to these two videos below. But you can't think about a company in a specific way with tunnel vision. If they're doing something good, which I think they are here, we should talk about that too. And so the simplistic answer as to why I use alt is if they save me time. So what I have here is I've got a search for Mario Lemieux, my guy, in the top left corner, and they give me search results for Mario Lemieux cards across various marketplaces. You can see here GA, so that's a golden right here, eBay over here, PWCC all the way over here, more to PWCC, another golden, eBay, PWCC. That's really helpful. Instead of going to 3 or 4 sites or apps, I go to one and I can search here for auctions and I'm done. That literally saves me a third or a quarter of time, or I reduce it down to a third or quarter of the time spent doing searches. Here's another example: Nikola Jokic. Here's an eBay, a couple of goldens, an eBay, more eBay, golden, and then this one doesn't have a symbol. That's because it's actually a card on alt, right? And you can see here there's more eBay, PWCC, etc., etc. So this is actually a really smart but simple move by alt to show all the cards and make it easier and convenient for the user to do a search, and it draws people to their site and their cards by doing it. It's, again, a very simplistic solution and strategy, but it makes a whole lot of sense, and quite frankly, I'm surprised that PWCC or Golden have not done this. I'm not surprised that eBay's not doing this because, you know, they're too big for just the hobby alone. But I think this move by alt is really helpful. It saved me a lot of time, and perhaps it'll save you a lot of time. And the other reason I use alt is for research purposes. They have a great way to view recent transactions that go back multiple years. You can see here I'm looking up a Joel Embiid Gold Prism rookie card, PSA 10, and if you click on the View All button, you can see all the different sales comps and history going back to 2021. The other convenient thing is you can look to see the sales history in different grades. So you can see here is a PSA 9, PGS 9.5. These are Pop 2s, and so that's why there's not a lot of transactions. But in other cards, those do exist, and it is quite helpful. And one last thing that they do really, really well is they show you cards that were sold but then relisted, which means that they aren't real sales comps. They'll actually say relisted here. They have a little symbol that says that it was relisted. You can see here there's a little explanation as to what that means and why you should ignore it, right? So again, another great tool for cards that are available or are on marketplace. You can do a quick search for them, and because alt already lists cards that are on eBay, Golden, PWCC, and their own website, you just click on the card, and then you could see whatever the sales history was, and it's really, really helpful. So it's a short little video today, just explaining why I use alt. Let me know in the comments below. Do you already know about alt and these helpful features? Because I didn't up until about a month ago, and I found it to be very much a time saver. And so yeah, or if you haven't used alt before, will this change your mind to use them? And at the very least, as a search engine, basically, of various marketplaces. So that's it. That's the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As we always do on the channel, well, maybe not always, a lot of times we do on the channel, we preview the next one. We're going to talk next time about the biggest pet peeve I have in the hobby in terms of bad economics and things that I hear in the hobby. And this on the screen right now, this is my #1 pet peeve. for things people say and or believe about how economics works. And if you don't have an economics background, and this one drives me bananas, and when I explain why, you'll understand why it just drives me up the wall, and I just cringe every time I hear it. So we'll jump into that next week. But that's it for today. Thank you, as always, for listening and watching. I will talk to you all soon. Cheers.